Welcome back to another video. South African ambassador to France, Nathi Mthethwa, has unfortunately passed away and is being laid to rest today. Now, before continuing with the video, I just want to share the obituary of Nathi Mthethwa. I think it's important to share this part so that you guys can know more about him, because this is the final day where he is being laid to rest. May his soul rest in peace. His fellow ambassador Phumelele Gwala was the one who read his obituary.
Well, talking about the ambassador Nathi Mthethwa, he touched so many lives, hence his obituary is this long. But we'll be just picking on some of these paragraphs. Please feel free to read at leisure. Thank you. Ambassador Nathi Emmanuel Nathi Mthethwa was born on 23 January 1967 in Claremont, a township outside Durban. Born to Mr. Mbongeni Jetros and Miss Nesi Mthethwa, both late. Nyambose, his clan name, was the fifth among 4 brothers and 3 sisters. He grew up in the Durban suburb of Clearwater and in KwaMthethwa on the outskirts of KwaMbonambi. Ambassador Mthethwa became active in the student resistance movement as a teenager, joining the Clearwater Youth Organization in 1982 and serving as its chairperson from 1987 to 1989. In 1986, while in the employ of Just Juice in Pinetown, he became a shop steward of the Food and Allied Workers Union, FAO. At the time, he worked with women whose hands and bodies had been severely scarred by chemical exposure from cleaning industrial containers. Ambassador Mthethwa brought these women workers into FAO's fold, standing with them against exploitation, unsafe working conditions, and employer arrogance. It was at Just Juice that he successfully led the struggle for recognition of FAO, building majority membership and forming the factory steering committee. When the company retaliated by victimizing him and engineering his dismissal, FAO fought a long and bitter battle. With the assistance of progressive lawyers, and after 18 months of struggle, Comrade Mthethwa and FAO won the case. The victory, however, was not simply legal, it was moral. The employer had failed to crush the spirit of worker organization and solidarity. Rather than return to a workplace that was determined to silence him, Comrade Mthethwa chose instead to dedicate his life to full-time activism. From his home in Claremont, he immersed himself in the youth movement while retaining networks in organized labor. He became part of a generation that combined shop floor struggles with the energy of the youth movement, ensuring that the fight for living wages and safe workplaces converged with the broader.
Today, we share the story of Nathi Mthethwa, a man whose death shook South Africa. But there's more to this story than the headlines say. His family rejects the claim that he took his own life. Let's take a closer look. Nathi Mthethwa's family spoke out and clear they do not believe that he committed suicide. His wife also made a powerful statement saying Nathi Mthethwa was a strong man who loved his life and his family very much. She couldn't understand that he could have made such a drastic decision. And then after some time, he was found dead outside a hotel. He apparently jumped from the 22nd floor. This news broke out in South Africa and many people were shocked. Now his ongoing funeral is such a big event. Many important figures came to pay their respects. ANC cabinet, including President Ramaphosa and Deputy President Paul Mashatile. Their presence showed just how important Nathi Mthethwa was to this country. On the next one, I'm going to share one of the most important moments at Nathi Mthethwa's funeral, where his son was giving heartfelt tribute on behalf of everyone, including his siblings. So this shows how strong this elderly son of Nathi Mthethwa is. Apparently, the other siblings couldn't be present because you guys understand this is a very tough moment for everyone in their family.
Greetings to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of South Africa, Cele Ramaphosa, His Excellency, the Deputy President, Mr. Paul Mashatile, A special greeting to my mother, Mabtelezi, as well as a special greeting to those who rushed in the middle of the hour to be by my mother's side when the news broke of my father's passing. Dr. Sfiso Buthelezi, I thank you for rushing to her side at her time of need. Then, Umalu, my brother, you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be with us in that moment. And later, Ncebo Buthelezi, who also joined us during that difficult period of trying to repatriate my father. I'm here with my brother, Mthethwa, who comes after me. My sisters, unfortunately, their legs are still heavy. I will just say a few words about my father. Where does one begin to bid farewell to you, Nyambos? A person who was so much more than the title of being a father. In times of loss and misdirection, you are our compass, a fountain for those who seek the thirst of knowledge, a shelter from the storm, and at times, the storm itself. How can I possibly try to articulate your deeds or the experience of being born of a giant? My father was a man of virtue, integrity, courage, and brute honesty. As your children, we know and understand that you did all you could and all that you saw fit to prepare us for the realities of this world. Perhaps the reality that brings us here today might be the one lesson we have missed. You challenged each and every one of your children to lead their own lives and to be masters of their destinies, to never shy away from doing what's right, even when it's unpopular. You taught to treat everyone with respect and demand, as a people, and as a family, Mthethwa, in particular, Kapoqa, Kamashainyoni. Our identity is grounded in humility, strength, pride, in being true to ourselves. A pillar of wisdom, attentive listener, and a person whose presence filled the room, just like his laughter and his voice. I will personally miss our conversations about the walk of life, about the trials and triumphs of becoming a man, the importance of legacy, the importance of our family. These words will continue to live within us as your children. The matrimonial union between my father and Mabtelezi, Umampili, has united two equally dignified families into one powerful force of goodwill, ubuntu, and unity. It is this spirit of unity between the Buthelezis and the Mthethwa families that has brought my father home. It was a difficult and long journey just to get him back home, but through the families being united, we were able to do so. Ngamafishane, ukubambisana kwemndeni yethu so Nyambos enoshenge ikona okwenza ukuthi siphumelele ekubuyiseni ubaba lapha ekhaya. As I close, hamba kahle Mthethwa. You have been a shining example to your children, your grandchildren, the community, our nation, and the world at large. Hamba kahle Nkonyane. Mthethwa. 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 Hey, wabeka kahle ndodana ubaba wakho.
On the next shocking event, some key attendees were barely seen, like Bheki, Cele and Mchunu, who were also present at the funeral. Both men have recently faced a lot of criticism connected to criminals and corruption. Because of this, they kept a low profile during the funeral. Now, before I end the video, I just want to clear something out. Many of you thought initially that Nathi Mthethwa's suicide had something to do with Mkhwanazi, but his family says that this has got nothing to do with Mkhwanazi. Nathi Mthethwa didn't commit suicide, and they don't believe that because of what Mkhwanazi said, this man would take his life. He loved his family so much, and they believe that there is something. Investigations are still ongoing on what could have transpired on his death. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe.